Being here all my life, I mean, I did some other things. I graduated from high school in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? So I moved around. That's really where I got in. I was in San Francisco. I got into New York hip hop in San Francisco. Because California hip hop back then, 1985, I aged myself, was man, it was just, man, if you remember Egyptian, love the Egyptian Lover,
yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck is that? But I had a guy in a couple of my classes, he was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? And he had mixtapes from New York. And I'm like, wow. And I had a buddy here from Kenwood High School, you know, where I was originally, you know, going. And when I came back to Chicago, I'm like, okay, now I understand what the hell's been on your mind all this time. When I graduated in 85 from high school. When I came back to the crib, you know, I felt I'd explored part of the world. I felt grown, you know, and we were being exposed to Public Enemy, who, don't be fooled about Chuck D. I smacked the shit out of him. But KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, that's my favorite artist of all times. But even then, they hit the mainstream. A lot of people didn't know about Ultramagnetic, you know, and we had it, you know, and it was, a lot of that was because of Mello, you know. He knew where to go find those sorts of things. And so, you know, he shared that, and which was great. And, you know, now I'm fortunate enough to actually know Kool Keith, and friends of mine know T.R. Love, and even, I mean, Said G was one of my favorite lyricists, you know, from back then. And Tim Dog, you know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody know about the chorus line. I'm like, man, but those are some of my favorites. Flux's basement one day, he did a pause mix for me for a joint called Do Ya, you know, and this is back when we just serving MCs. That was the whole. Unless you're trying to teach something, you know, the only other thing to do was just serve MCs. And you, instead of picking out the whack MC, you just go pick out the best MCs you could find and try and kick their ass. And just, you know. So I was, like I said, Chris was always, KRS was always my favorite. Back then I saw Kool Keith, when they did Critical Beatdown, if you didn't know what they were talking about, it was like, what the fuck are they talking about? But if you knew the industry, you could hear him dissing all these people without naming them, you know, and he was dissing some of the best, like Mo D, and he, you know, just serving them, like, wow. And so that's what I'm like, that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to serve his ass too, you know. And it's funny, I met Mo D at a Jack the Rapper fest in Atlanta, and I stopped him and asked him, I'm like, why ain't you come back on LL? I ain't got nothing for you. Why come you ain't come back on Kool Keith? He said he don't have no lyrics. I'm like, dude, I was just holding you. I'm like, wow. And you blew me away with that one, man. I'm like, how you gotta have a better answer than that, other than I'm scared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He serves your ass with big glasses and the cool hat. I'm like, let you have it, but you would rather battle with LL. Served LL, just told him to stick to the soft note tunes, and he did. I'm like, wow. Why wouldn't you come back on Kool Keith? Because you know he was ready for your ass. You know what I'm saying? And now you're not around. You know, even though you was old then, we old now. You know? Right. We pressed everything we pressed everything we did. Yeah. We pressed everything we did. So that we could do hip hop shows the way we were born and raised in hip hop to do them. Fuck a dat tape. You know what I'm saying? If the vinyl skips, you flow with it. You know what I'm saying? And so we rocking on vinyl, and then we have a DJ standing in the background, like looking at playing like he's, you know what I'm saying, to a dat tape. You got my man really back here spinning our hits, you know, our joints. It's like so we would do we were paying for this shit. We would do whole shows on wax, you know, and have each song run like 2-3 minutes longer than what it's supposed to, just so, you know, it fits in the shows. And that was our we would rehearse in our basement, you know, and so that's what we used, you know. So we were trying to keep it pure. Ended up kicking him to the curb, but he's a white chap, you know. He got this track from Mugs from Cypress Hill. He got 3 tracks for us when we first really got into doing East of the Rock. And he was trying to do this produce. That's what Mr. Producer came from. He was trying to be this, you know, like I got this crib, man. I got a studio. I'm like, dude, you're not who you say you are, you know. But it's cool. We're gonna utilize this shit. But he didn't want us to change anything. He's like, okay, I got this from Musk like this. I want you to use it like this. We changed the shit. I mean, it's still Mug's music is still in there, but it's not what we felt and heard. So we put what we felt and heard into the track.